New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
New Thought Media Network proudly presents On Purpose with Reverend Beth Linguri. Wednesdays at 7 a.m. Mountain Time, 3 p.m. Central European Time. Come find purpose, nurture growth, and live your passion. And now On Purpose with Reverend Beth Linguri.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to On Purpose. This weekly broadcast is designed to support you, each one of you, on your life journey as you learn to live in alignment with your divine purpose. When you do this, you'll see life unfold, bringing you the deeper peace and joy that you seek. Our source for this broadcast is Ernest Holmes' book, This Thing Called You. And so now I invite you to sit back and relax and simply enter into the sanctuary of this now moment. I invite you to become still and connect with the wisdom of your heart space. Surrendering to this moment, release any activity that has gone on before, any thinking or planning or judging or worrying. Anything that's going on in your mind, simply let it go. Move your awareness now into that heart space. Perhaps you just want to close your eyes and move that awareness down deep into that area just below your sternum. Take a deep breath. Become aware of your body in space. Your seat, your feet gently touching the ground, your head lifted towards the sky. Connect with your soul. Connect with your soul space, that inner being. Connect with the breath, that gift of life. The breath, breathing in and breathing out. As you breathe out, simply release and be a little bit more here now. And as you become aware of the sounds around you or the silence, become more aware of the deeper stillness within. That space within that is open and aware. And as you are in this space of openness, awareness, deep listening, allow these words to come into you. Take them as your own. Nurture them. Just allow them to fill you with their vibrancy. These are the words of Ernest Holmes in the final chapter of This Thing Called You, chapter 15. Today, you are to identify yourself with the more abundant life that you seek. You are to think on those things that make for peace. You are to dwell on the unity which underlies all things. And say to yourself, realizing that spirit within me is the living Spirit Almighty, and being fully conscious of this divine presence, I open my thought to its influx. Take a deep breath. I know that silently I am drawing into my experience today and every day an ever-increasing measure of truth and beauty. I know that silently I am drawing into my experience today and every day an ever-increasing measure of goodness and harmony. My invisible good already exists. My faith, drawing upon this inevitable good, causes that which was unseen to become visible. All there is mine now. All there ever was or ever can be is mine now. And you're not only going to believe it, you are going to act as if it is true. There is a peace at the center of your being that can be felt at any time, throughout the day, in the morning, in the cool of the evening. And so say to yourself, in this peace that holds me so gently, I find strength and protection from all fear, all anxiety. It is the peace of the divine in which I feel this love of a holy presence. I am conscious of this love, this protection, that every sense of fear slips away, just as the mist fades in the morning light. I am touching the peace at the center of my being. Today, our theme is this touching peace. Today, in this 29th episode of this thing called you that we are considering our purpose. And our purpose is to live in this peace, in this connection with the divine, and allow this peace and this awareness and this knowledge of the divine to flow, the flow of life. We live in the flow of life, and allow whatever comes, whatever unfolds, to be our experience. Last week, I encouraged you to look at this book called The Surrender Experiment by Mickey Singer. And if you have picked it up and if you have read some of the chapters, you know that it is entirely about his experiment of living in the flow of life and the miracles that appeared and occurred were so much more amazing than anything that he could have planned on his own. And in order to do this, he had to constantly silence the voice within, the voice of wants, of needs. Oh, something came up. Oh, I don't want to do that. Oh, that's going to disturb my peace. And yet he had to silence that voice and listen to the flow of life, which was coming forth. A phone call, a chance meeting, a synchronistic experience. This is living life on purpose. Living, touching this peace of the divine within and allowing this to speak, this to allow the flow of life into our life. And touching this peace at the center of our being is a daily practice. It's a constant daily practice. As we prepare to do this through the centering practice, we take that centering practice and we bring it into every moment of our life. We are often distracted by so many events which are going on in our world, so much which is not peaceful. And there is a temptation to become distracted by this, to become anxious, to become worried, and to become stressed by what's going on, and even to become judgmental or discouraged or disheartened. But the universe is asking us to maintain the peace. That's the power of the divine, the power of purpose in our life. And this pathway to peace lies within each one of us, within you. The only effective pathway to world peace, in fact, is for individuals like you, like me, to embrace inner peace in all moments, not only in the moments of silence or in moments of meditation, but in the moments of anger and agitation as well. Think about this for a moment. If you go out in the morning and you see a friend and you greet him with a smile, and then you go on your way in a good mood and happy and peaceful, and your day flows through like that. Things come up. You don't disturb, they're not disturbing to you. You maintain that happy mood. But on another day, you might wake up and something happens to distress you. You might have an argument with your partner, or something happens that causes you to be anguished or unhappy. And when you go out of the house, you see your friend and he smiles and you just ignore it. You go on your day with this anguish and unhappiness and anger. We're so conditioned to react to the world through our perceptions and through the preconditions that we carry through from our childhood. But the way to world peace and peace in our life is through the individual reaching this inner peace. And rather than react, to reflect and then respond. Our true home is in that space of peace. The way to world peace, then, is through individuals reaching inner peace. Our true home is in this present moment. It is to live in the present moment. It's a miracle. Today, I'd like to share with you from one of my favorite authors on the subject of peace, and that is Thich Nhat Hanh. He has written a book, many books on peace, but one which is particularly moving for me is his book, Touching Peace. And it forms the theme of our talk today, our discussion today. Our true home is in the present moment. To live in the present moment is a miracle. The miracle is not to walk on water. The miracle is to walk on the green earth in the present moment. Take off your shoes, walk on the green earth, on the grass, on the lawn. The place where on you walk is holy ground. Wherever you are, wherever you walk is holy ground. And you appreciate the peace and beauty that are available now in this moment on holy ground. Once we learn to touch this peace, we are healed. We are transformed. We no longer need to search. We no longer need to try. We no longer need to want. We are healed. We are transformed. And all unfolds in synchronicity, to fulfill this purpose of ours here on this planet. Peace is available at every moment, in every place. We only have to touch it. The whole universe is conspiring to reveal this to us in every moment. But if our focus is on cutting down trees to provide the things that we want, the things that only complicate our life, then we fail to see the peace that's here right now. Peace is always available. We only have to reach out and touch it. When we touch peace, everything is real. We become ourselves. We become fully alive in this present moment. And the tree, our child, and everything else reveal themselves to us in their splendor. We need to reach out and help each other to touch peace in every moment. It is always present. Recently, the Dalai Lama has had a summit on the internet, and along with other teachers who are studying under the Dalai Lama. And his teaching is to be compassion and to be kindness and to be and express compassion and kindness in every moment. And when we begin to touch peace, it is only natural that we respond and react with compassion and with kindness. And so this can enhance our study, our being peace. Peace is available. We only have to touch it. The whole universe is conspiring to reveal this to us. And so we simply reach out and touch peace. The centering practice that I have shared with you each week is a pathway. And as you begin to adopt this in moments, when it becomes every moment of your life, to practice centering to the contemplative life, to realizing and accepting our divinity, to connecting with this soul within. It is the pathway to surrender. It is the pathway to surrender to the divine will for our lives. And it's so much better than anything we could possibly imagine for ourselves. A brief reminder of the centering practice. I'm sure those of you who have been coming every week are well aware of it. I'm sure you've memorized it by now. We have this intention to live more entirely from the inner knowing. Have this intention to listen deeply to the song of your being. Listen intently to the peace within which passes all understanding. Consulting your intuition instead of listening to the voice which says, I don't want to do that. Or, wow, what's that all about? Or this is going to be uncomfortable. Or all of those voices which are the natural voices of our head. We turn to intuition. We turn away from those voices and go away into that inner being, into the sacred. Visualize it. Be there with it. And follow what the universe says. Allow the words of the universe to speak through you. Yes, I'll do that. Yes, I'll accept that. And just engage your imagination and see it unfolding in perfection. The centering practice becomes an everyday, every moment practice in which you allow this universe, the miracle of life itself, to come through you as your purpose. So as we close this week's session today, I'll remind you that I encourage you to record in your journal any insights. record your thoughts, record those ideas which come forth, those intentions, because we are forgetful. And as we forget, we get pulled back into that noisy thinking mind. Allowing our journal to be our friend provides an outlet and a place to discuss, to dialogue, and to share this inner peace, this inner knowing, this inner voice. In the Zen tradition, poetry and meditation always go together. Poetry is made of images and music, and images make this practice so much easier. So before we close with our session today with a practice, it will be a practice of mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh from his book, Touching Peace. But before we close our session today, I would like to share with you that we will be bringing this series of broadcasts next week. We'll be bringing it to a close at the end of June. As we close this coming week will be the summer solstice and the summertime of leisure and luxury and recreation is upon us. And so we will take these 2 months and in the fall hope to be back with you with a new series. With next week's series, we will complete 30 episodes of On Purpose, and we will complete chapter 16 of this book by Ernest Holmes, This Thing Called You. So be sure to be with us next week, in the final week in June, as we complete session 30 of On Purpose. So we close our session today with this beautiful practice of mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh. Breathing in and out. So just join me in this practice by closing your eyes, listening to the words, and allowing yourself to breathe in and out with me. So breathing in, I know I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know I am breathing out. Breathing in, I calm myself. Breathing out, I feel at ease. Breathing in, I smile. Breathing out, I release. Breathing in, I see myself as a flower. Breathing out, I feel fresh. Breathing in, I see myself as a mountain. Breathing out, I feel solid. Breathing in, I see myself as still water. Breathing out, I reflect things as they are. Breathing in, I see myself as space. Breathing out, I feel free. Breathing in, I dwell in the present moment. Breathing out, I feel it is a wonderful moment. Namaste. Go in peace.
Thanks for watching. Join us again next Wednesday for more of On Purpose with Reverend Beth Linguri, only on New Thought Media Network. Learn more at www.ntmedia.org.